The thing that's been disappointing us, Dave, is Killing Eve in recent seasons. Funny enough, watching the premiere of season four, I realized I don't even remember much of season three at all. Like, I don't even, did we even do an end of season three review?
Oh, we did, yes, and people watched that one quite a bit. Thanks for that. But it was almost 2 years ago. It ended in like spring 2020, so it had been a while. Obviously, COVID delays, but yeah, I also needed some refreshing on the plot comings and goings of Killing Eve because, as we expounded upon last time around, Killing Eve has jumped the shark in a certain sense, uh, with the plot especially, but even just like the overall like structure of the series. And we're very far from the central conceit of season one, which made season one so excellent. The cat and mouse thriller. It's kind of ballooned past that with a larger cast and a greater emphasis on Villanelle as like a co-lead. So season four, too early to say if we're going to get that fixed. It's the final season also, but yeah, I mean, I was coming in with low expectations just because I was really disappointed in seasons two and three.
Well, how did the premiere? How did the premiere meet like fit in with those expected? I don't know, liking or not liking of the season. Like, did you feel like it maybe brought you in a little bit more, or did it kind of just do more of the same?
I am interested in. There seems to be maybe a slight shift in the focus back to Eve a little bit. I'm not. Maybe it's too early to say that because there's still a lot of Villanelle in this, but it's almost like they're kind of flipping the script and like Villanelle is trying to like completely remove herself from her assassin past, whereas Eve is like super focused on the detective work and determining where the 12 are and stopping them and all that shit. And I just don't know if the dynamic is gonna like get back to what it was because the original premise was simple, but it was just so flawless. And like it was kind of like a less is more thing with Jodie Comer as Villanelle, whose performance is so good. And like I don't know if I'm like super invested in like Villanelle going through her inner turmoil and like figuring out her new purpose in life. On the other hand, it is cool to see her basically having visions of herself as Jesus. Like that is kind of inspired. So maybe it'll just get weirder. I guess that's something.
Yeah. Um, I gotta say, I don't even know if I really understand how we got to where we got with Eve. She starts off and she's working for the was it MIA
MI5,
my
not
five
anymore though.
my Men in Black. Yeah, not anymore. But when we first meet her in the first season, she is, and
Right.
but she's really not like a badass. She's kind of like
No.
behind the scenes person, and now she's like riding up on a motorcycle to like town hall in some other country and like
Yeah.
shooting what's
Constantine.
his name? Yeah, Constantine to the hand, like ruthlessly. I don't know, man. Like she's
When I
really
saw that, I thought it was a dream or something. I didn't know it was
right.
supposed to
Yeah.
be taken literally. I was like, oh shit, she's like now she's on working for some third party security firm or something and taking matters into her own hand. And okay, I guess so. Um, I mean, she'd been active in seasons two and three, kind of jet setting around doing things. But I guess there's more of a combat emphasis now. We'll see. Yeah, it's just tough, man, because like the plot it just was just so off the rails in season three. There were so many extraneous characters that just didn't land and took too much time away, and there's just a general bloat. And meanwhile, the overall like big bad of the 12 is just so lackluster and faceless. And hopefully, like Camille Cotein's presence, who she was in season three too. Hopefully, she can like add some kind of like face and like presence to the villainy because once Villanelle stopped being the main face of the villainy, I just kind of lost it. It's like, and Carolyn with going back to Russia now, taking matters into her own hands again, defecting in a certain sense. Like
I mean, do you
it
even really
just
care about the six or the 12?
no.
I mean, no,
We've
no one
never had a
cares about the
chance to
12.
care about them. We like it's just what like Carolyn and Constantine have told us. It's always been so nebulous. and now it's been such a big focus of like the plot for so long that like I was skeptical of it paying off in a meaningful way. I think a lot of people that like this show and still watch this show probably just really like it for Eve and Villanelle and those performances from Sandra Oh and Jodie Comer. But like, they're even like their cat and mouse thing is completely gone now, and it's kind of like this. It's about like their obsession with each other, and for me, that's always been so like hazy and undefined that it's just kind of a fascinating journey this show has been on. Honestly, 4 showrunners, 4 seasons, and just to see where it started and now where it is, it's just very interesting, but not necessarily for good reasons.
Yeah. No, for sure. It's the sort of thing where it feels like it would have been a really, maybe a really solid 2 season run. Like, but because it's been so successful after that first season, I think they just have been trying to stretch it out as much as possible. And very, I just have to say, I'm very not interested in season 4, but we will most likely watch and update you when we get to the end. Any moments from the first episode that stood out to you? I guess like you mentioned the Villanella's Jesus or God or whatever
Right.
that's supposed to be.
Hmm.
Her also almost killing the person there and then reviving her. I thought was like
Right.
a interesting moment. I don't even know what else. Like what else?
No, it's weird because like you expect the first episode of the 4th season to like set your table a little bit, like how like Marvel's Mrs. Maisel season 4 kicked off. But like I feel like so like not too much happened, but I'm still kind of confused. Like there's like by design like an unexplained amount of time passing, but then we're with Villanelle and all these brand new people we haven't met before, and it just feels like okay, this is just placeholder stuff for Villanelle before she actually gets back to the people we already know, because these people at the church obviously don't matter. So yeah, it's weird, man. I guess I like the beginning with Eve shooting Constantine, even if it really took me for a loop there. And I mean, in general, I just like Comer because the performance here is always so like wide eyed as
Yeah.
Villanelle. So I still like watching that, but I mean, the way to land this plane is to get back to the name of the show, get back to the conceit of season 1, which was the titular killing Eve. And I'm just skeptical that they actually are going to go down that road.
I am as well, but we can only hope, and we'll be talking about it as we get there.